Did you know that you can put as little as 5% down on a multifamily home? Let's get into it today. My name is 𝗍𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 And I have my good friend Mike Horan here with me. He's a great lender that we've been in partnership for a long time. We have some exciting news to share with you today.
Thank you, Suzette. It is very exciting. For the longest time, homeowners have been wanting to get into multifamily and have tried through FHA lending, typically with low down payment, but have just fallen short because they've made it so difficult for it to pass what's known as the self-sufficiency test with FHA lending, where you could do 5% down or 10% down loan and buy a 2, 3, or 4 unit property, that it's been discouraging. And conventional financing up until now has required 25% down on 3 and 4 unit properties and 15% down on duplexes. And now starting this month in November, a primary occupant buying a multifamily can put down 5% of a conventional loan and buy a 2, 3, or 4 unit property. So, really excited about what opportunities this is going to open up for the general public looking to become a homeowner and wanting to become a homeowner, but not being able to do it with the 20-25% down payments that were required before.
Oh, Michael, that is so great that you're sharing this, because what I have experienced, my clients are super excited. They're like, oh my God, I can buy a multifamily home, have other renters pay my mortgage, and I only have to put 3.5% down because this has been advertised to them. But then when they get into it, then it's like, no, I can't do it. Can you kind of share a little bit more about why?
Absolutely. And this is the biggest issue with the FHA financing for multifamily, is that yes, if it works to their guidelines, you can put as little as 3.5% down payment, but you can almost never work to their guidelines because they require that the rent being received on that property is equal to or greater than the total monthly expense of that property. And so what we find is that a lot of times those properties have renters in them and they are going to produce rental income, but the rental income is not paying for 100% of the monthly housing expense. And so that has been a big deterrent for it working for an FHA loan. In fact, I had one earlier this year where the only way to go FHA was to come in with like 18% down. And at that point, it was a duplex. At that point, they could go conventional with 15% down. It was actually worse, so to meet their test, we had to go beyond what the conventional requirements were.
Wow, that's perfect. So what makes this new conventional program different?
Yeah, so the great thing about the conventional program, although it requires 5% down minimum, you do not have to pass a self-sufficiency test. The rental income that's coming in or the market rent for the property, if it's a vacant unit or units, is going to go towards the qualification based on that person's own loan scenario, but it does not have to meet or exceed the total housing expense for the property. And
Wow.
what I mean by that is a lot of times you hear PITI, that's principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, and mortgage insurance if that's part of the equation. And so that's the factor that they're looking for it to meet or exceed on an FHA loan, whereas now in conventional, there will be no requirement like that.
That is great news. So for anyone that's listening to this, hopefully you are as excited as I am, because this is a game changer for a lot of people. So make sure you reach out to me, Suzette Loggins. I am your local realtor here in Sacramento, but I can service all of Northern California. Michael's information is down below. He's a great lender. He knows all this stuff. So you got to contact us now. So let's close out 2023 or get you into a multifamily in 2024.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a great opportunity, and hopefully it will also expand your search. If you've only been looking at 1 unit properties, now you can really start to dive into multifamily, and hopefully that will really help you out find something and make you a homeowner and a landlord at the same time.
Exactly. Okay, we can't wait to hear from you. Contact us today.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.